NS370C6M. End of train DPU. Hey everybody! Wow, we barely got the recorder on to catch him. Y'all just sit tight for a moment. Welcome to Real Moment. Thanks, Warren. Hey everybody! Don't go anywhere. Get set, get ready. The Southern is just south of us currently. He was just spotted down at Phelps. So y'all sit tight. We got the Southern coming right here to Dalton. We just got here. We just got the recording device on in time to catch 189 going south. He was short, but he was fun. So y'all just bear with me a moment. Y'all just keep track of things. I just got to the Dalton Depot, freight depot, where the Crescent City train car is. Okay, well, I'm glad you got it. As long as you get another chance, as I said, he's not going to leave Phelps until 189 goes past. 189's passed me about 5 minutes ago. Okay, see you in a little while. Bye. Green Bean. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Rail Moments. Whoa. Craziness at 5 o'clock. Oh, my goodness. Real quick, southbound 189 just passed us. That's what we started out with. We only had moments because I got Green Bean. Everybody's been tracking him for me, and I got nervous that I wasn't going to make Dalton in time, so I got off and jumped on over to Varnell. But then I heard from a spotter that is holding him there, that is letting 189 go. So we raced on back down here, everybody. So we are at the old freight depot. We are at the crossing, so we are at the next crossing. He is, in fact, Green Bean just said, he is, in fact, down at Phelps. As soon as 189 passes him, it's my understanding we are going to get a green signal indication where we can see him from right here, and CSX we can see from right here at Junction Point Hare. They're going to cut the southern loose to go north, and then someplace lurking up above, we got another spotter to the north said 29F is making his way our way. So I'm going to guess they run 370 with the southern up, hold him maybe at Waring or someplace up that way, and then cut 29F on past and let 370 go on up to the yard. That's what I know at the moment. Like I said, we don't have a scanner up, we don't have a notepad, we don't even have our hat on. Not even sure what the weather is. But everybody, welcome to another exciting, I mean, it is just starting off so much fun tonight. A little bit warmer than last night. We may be someplace in the mid 70s. Tiny breeze. I got the dead cat on for y'all, so let me go ahead and finish getting set up. Got some dark clouds over that way. Would not look too bad over Mama Bear and Kids' place. So, Green Bean, you keep an ear. You let me know. We'll watch the signal indications here. But to my knowledge, y'all, the next train you're going to see will be NS370 with the southern leading. So, let's go ahead and finish getting ready. Hope that rain stays that way. Hope all this nice stuff stays here. And then I'll catch up with y'all on the scare, or on the monitor. But for the moment, let me go ahead and get ready. Y'all, good to see you. Happy Tuesday, August 6th. I think. No. Let me think for a second. August 5th. August 5th, 2025. And yes, I know you want to know. 142 days to Christmas. Woo! All right, let's finish getting ready. All right, everybody. We're in focus, so we have a good pan. So I don't want to change. Can just a tad. Hello, Crash. Hey, Kid Outdoor, Mama Bear, and Tony. Hey, everybody. Crash, we've got green signal indication here on the NS tower. Excuse me, on the NS. Well, yeah, I guess it'll be a tower. It's not a bridge because it doesn't go all the way across. So I still call it a signal tower, but it could be a signal bridge. You guys decide what you want. But either way, we have green on the NS Atlanta North District line. We are here in the Dalton yard, the CSX Dalton yard. So give me just another moment, then I'm going to catch up with you. Here's part of somebody's bumper laying in front of the car. For those of you north of us, you better get ready. And I got a little music coming across the way there. I guess I better talk to y'all so they don't interfere with it. A ring in there. everybody. All right, we got one monitor up. You got me. And our sun just, what we did have, just got covered up by that great big gray cloud. These are lurking over there. So Green Bean, you tell me, we going to stay dry here in the middle of Dalton, or are we going to get wet? Let's see, Crash, you're in Cohutta. So they painted the caboose. I hope they anchored it on that track a little better so somebody doesn't have the bright idea to roll it off the end of that track. So Crash is to the north of us, everybody. Right above us, after you go through North Dalton, the Atlanta North District will go on up to Varnell and then Cohutta, where, as Crash just told you, they painted the caboose that they installed. We're here in the CSX yard. We're in the heart of downtown Dalton, and we are awaiting the Southern leading train 370 northbound. Someplace floating around is the ever-famous 29F coming south. And so, we got eyes looking north, right here on the signals. CSX, the WNA sub, NS, the Atlanta North District. We're going to have gates and lights tonight. We got signal indication. We've got downtown. We've got crossing. We got it all. And most important, you got you guys here on Tuesday after work, hopefully not getting wet, at the incredibly famous Dalton Freight Depot, which is now also the visitor center and the home for the Crescent City Pullman car 2350 right here with us. So y'all, let's sit back, let's relax, y'all chat up where everybody's at, what everybody's doing. Since this is so exciting, I'm gonna hush. I don't want to disturb the very first horn we hear. He was holding down at Phelps, as you all saw Green Bean wrote. So we're good, we're ready. CSX sighting cars over there. Maybe we'll get to see the local tonight, you never know. And again, we'll wait for Green Bean to give us an update on the weather. All right, everybody, y'all are looking south, and that's the direction the Southern will be coming from, leading NS 370 north right across this crossing, where we are live trackside here on Tuesday evening. And again, August 5th, 2025. All right, everybody. There's our happy dinosaur with the hat again, you guys. Boy, he slowed way down from the time he hit town. Woo! Wow, he came rolling into town on my end, and he's creeping out of town on the other end. Well, he wasn't here for a long time, but boy, he sure was a fun time. Still good and clean from when he led the OCS just a couple weeks back, where Lucas and Green Bean, everybody kept track of him, and he went up the AGS. So, oh man, I love that locomotive. Home on its own rails. Just think the history that goes with that train back in this area. The debug yard, built by the Southern Railway System. One of their old cars here. And on he goes. So you guys up in Cohutta, crash. He's going to stop by Barnell and wave. And then he's going to come see you in front of that snazzy, just painted red caboose. So y'all get some great pictures. Bag Squatch, if you're on, happy hunting. Anybody north of us, let us know what you've got for signal light indications. We'll watch the northbound. You guys got the southbound. We're at Junction Point Hair, H-A-I-R. Milepost 99 for the CSX. Milepost 40 for NS. Next to the crossing, here's a sighting. And the far line over is a CSX sighting. And then the CSX main, the W&A, crosses NS right up there at the diamond. So everybody, we're set, we're good, we're real, we're ready. And what a great start to tonight. 189 south, 370 north. Who's next? And someplace floating around is our favorite 29F high priority train off to Florida with this on its way to Rome and then Atlanta once he goes past us. Whew. Wow. Man, it has been non-stop. That is so cool, you guys. I hope you guys had half as much fun as I did, because if you did, then you had a ton of fun. So I'll catch up with everybody here. Thinking about the dinner ideas, since I kind of got a little bit tied up at work. Had to race down here, got nervous I was going to miss him, made a cut over to Barnell. Knew I could be in front of him there. Then he got held at Phelps. So a big, huge thank you to everyone that let me know that. We made it down here, got set up right in front of 189. So good to see y'all tonight. Thanks for being trackside at the next live. And I hope everybody has had a fantastic day. So let's see what's going to be coming our way. Production 6, right here by the track. We're working off the back. Still have Tara's happy birthday sign on the back of the road sign. Let's see if I can swing y'all up here. You can take a look at these signal indication lights. There you go. With the cloud cover that we have. Oh, 29F just flew through Cohutta. All right, you guys, y'all get your waving hacks on. We are gonna have our favorite every night priority train roll right through here. 29F pass Crash in Cohutta. Thanks for the update, Crash. Make sure you smiled and combed your hair for him. Get a good picture with him with that brand new painted red, I'm assuming they painted it back red, caboose. let me catch up here. We got sirens roaring everywhere. And y'all just heard the scanner. 29F CSX is ready for them. So, let me get caught up here before I fall over that rock. I see we have a special request. All right. First up, Nina, I'll be to you in just a moment. Hello, Tony. How are you, sir? Good to see you tonight. 29F just got cleared. Just got indication, confirmation from CT that Dalton CSX is ready for him. So 29F, priority train. Thanks to Green Bean, we got to see a little sneak preview, and he is 3-0-0. So he's got all the power up front. They always have a super cool train team. So we'll see what tonight's crew is. So crash solid speed through. Kid Outdoors, it's always good to see you. I hope you've had a fantastic day. I hope you've got all your exercise in. You two running out to the track and back. Crash, there's your signal thing. All red looking north because you got 29F rolling south. Green Bean, they changed crews up at Citico. So 29F changed crews at Citico. They have a crew on from Atlanta right now. So they got a fresh crew on, bringing him to us. Oh, Michael and Marvin, the Chrysler car kit. I like all that. It's hard for me to get it all out. Hello, Lucas. Man, we saw 2 trains yesterday with Lucas on it. Wish I'd had my other camera out so I could have got a picture, but we caught 2 Lucases yesterday. Maybe we'll get another one tonight. Lucas, it's always good to see you. Catching the Southern going by. Made me think of the fun we had over there at the depot there in Trenton. That's just been, what, 2-3 weeks ago. Had so much going on, I didn't get to shoot a short of it, darn it. But we got him on the live. And you're right, Lucas, he came in hammered down, but then he dropped his speed dramatically. Hello, Nina, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, N-E-N-A, Nina. Hope I did it right. If I didn't, you correct me. Alex Gonzalez, where are you? Alex, raise your hand so I can see you. Alex Gonzalez, we're looking for you. Nina says you're a train fan. I have a sneaky suspicion. Are you guys still here, or were you the ones that honked? You should have stopped and said hi, Alex. Or if you're still downtown, Alex, if you're a train fan, I got one of these if you'd like. So, hello, Alex Gonzalez. Good to see you. Good to have you here on Rail Moments tonight, where we are live trackside by the old freight depot. Green Bean tells me we're going to stay dry. He said, don't look at those dark clouds. Even though they're in front of me, even though they got closer, don't look at them, he said. We're going to stay dry, he promised, at least till 8 o'clock, I think was his earlier note. We're across from Fraker, F-R-A-K-E-R warehouse. So, Fraker? I'm not sure which it is, but anyhow, we're across from the warehouse where they use the dumpsters and bring the restaurant stuff over. We're right next to South Depot Street, right by Tire Discounters where you can buy Michelins. Oh, John will tell you, best milkshake in town right across the street. Kid, don't tell me you missed it. Well, the good news is you can always wind back. Hello, kid. How's Missouri? Well, let's find out how much a caboose is worth these days, and then how much it costs to transport it. Y'all got to submit a picture on the Sunday night for us so we can see the new Missouri caboose. Signal on the left. Up on the tower that you are looking at right now, and I'll zoom back in. The two regs on the left are the siding that we're closest to. The other two are the main track for the Atlanta North District for NS. And then right behind it, you see a signal pole, signal tower. We'll go with this one being a signal bridge, although it's missing one leg. There's a signal tower for CSX right behind it. That's the main line, the W&A sub, and it crosses right there at the diamond. And then it becomes on the other side. So if you've been with us, Kit, when we're up in the parking deck trying to stay dry, that's the diamond that you see from up there. So we're about a block, half a block from the parking deck, and about a half a block from where we were last night, just north of us. Tony's off work, so you can catch lots of trains between now and Sunday. I listened to one scanner in my ear. Somebody's past Summit. So let's go ahead and get ready for 29F. I'm going to let you watch the signal bridge. Oh, Tony, I hope I don't either. Oh, that was just awful at Coffee's Cliff. That was as bad. Actually, the wind was probably as bad. It's a toss-up to my torrential rain and heavy winds and folded up tent that happened over in Decatur, Alabama at the Railfan event over there. Oh, that day was awful. So everybody, so the two to the left are the NS siding. The two to the right are the NS main. And over there is CSX for their main, the W&A sub. And then there's a siding for CSX here in the yard where that train is. And that's the same one we saw last night because I see a couple of the same cars on it. stop. You just heard him. He called the signal southbound. Sorry there if I made y'all dizzy. Y'all pick out the white one. That's the one with my new camera. Yeah, it's in the JB Hunt one. Here comes the UPS trucks. 29M, a priority train rolling through. goes those UPS trailers. On his way to Florida. He'll change crews there in Atlanta. And off he goes. Hey Tara, your happy birthday sign still on the back of the Rail Moments sign there by the road. Hey, you guys! Coolest train crew ever! If you didn't notice it, which I'm sure y'all did, if you didn't notice it, the conductor gave you guys a massive wave from the conductor's side, and to make sure you saw it, he had a big piece of white paper. Whoa! How cool is that? And then y'all got a wave from the engineer, opened the window, gave y'all a wave, and then they gave you a $5, probably a $15 horn salute. We had enough horn salute they could have run out of air. Woo! How cool was that? I hope you guys had, at least half as much fun as I did. That was so cool here. We got it here. As soon as they crossed over the crossing, we got more. Oh, how much fun is that? And that, sharing it with you guys, that's what makes rail fanning so much fun. And I was waving my little arm off. I thought it might fall off. I don't know at what age you can't wave that hard anymore. It doesn't work, but woo, right now I can still do it. And 29F is rolling to Florida without us. Best train crew ever up front. Headed down to Rome. You guys on the Lindale platform, you'll get to see him go by. I'm so excited I think I'm dizzy. I don't know if it's the excitement or my blood pressure, but probably both are up. Oh, everybody, how cool was that? We're here at the Crescent City Tavern in the parking lot. We're hanging out with 2350, the old Crescent City Southern Pullman car, next to the old freight depot that's been restored, that's just beautiful. Got almost a 200-foot porch on the front of it. Played disc golf, everything. You got seats, you name it. Best food, oh my goodness, the wings and the burgers at Crescent City, woo! Yum times two. And the best milkshakes in town right across the street. Oh, I gotta get some water. I hope you guys, man, that was cool. That was just awesome. Oh, we're right in front of the moonshine truck too. We have Bootleggers Crossing removed. Wonder if that old truck rolled around up at Bootleggers Crossing. What do y'all think? Would that be about the right truck to hang out at Bootleggers Crossing? Green Bean, I'm depending on you to be radar watch. If you think we're gonna get wet, you let me know before Tony gets to watch the next torrential downpour on Mike's head. As y'all know, it's relatively bald, so the water runs off quick. And if so, we'll have to make a decision to either move to the porch or have a shorter than planned night out on Tuesday, August 5th, 2025. And I know somebody said it earlier, just 100 and 42 days to Christmas. All right, we'll watch those for a little bit. Let's see if maybe we could, without messing up the focus too much. It doesn't want to do that. Let's try this. Now, for right now, I can't add and get you a good. Yeah, let's try this. Y'all hang on. What is it the little engine said? I think I can, I think I can. I just can't get you a good focus. I need a 1, a 2, or a 5 here. Playing with this here a little bit. There. All right, there are the CSX signals. We'll see if we can just do and not gonna be able to get them all in. So for right this moment, we're gonna hang out on the northbound NS signals. We'll do a little time with the crossing. Keep an eye on CSX. And we've got spotters to the north. Kid, Mama Bear, you let us know if you've got southbound traffic coming on the CSX, W&A. We have the bird cam on, so we'll know about it 22 miles before it gets here as well, coming south. And Crash is hanging out up in Cohutta. And oh, I'm a little jealous, Crash, because the general country store, their sandwiches and their pizza, oh, makes me want to come up there with you, my friend. Oh my goodness. When I go in there, I almost have to flip a coin. Pizza or one of those subs. The bread they use, oh. Hello, Max. How are you? Everybody, Tony just wrote y'all a note. 74 days to Railfan Day in Cowan, Tennessee. For those of you who come over on Friday night, we're going to have Mexican dinner and chocolate cake, aren't we, Tony? Hey, Crash, do we still have the Southern at 3 at long? Someone's asking. Okay, he should be there shortly then, huh? All right, happy hunting. See you, bye. Everyone, he has signal indication to roll. The Southern does. The Southern was holding at long. He has signal indication to roll north. So, if you're up by Ottawa, now's the time to go ahead and get you a spot settled in. Green Bean, you let me know if I need to take cover ahead of time. Don't let me get wet in front of Tony. Ooh, it's getting so dark I can't even get the camera to lighten up here. Let me keep, oh, there's a white car. Well, that didn't work. Here, let's try the white truck. Hey, Tara. We got the street sign out. And your happy birthday sign still on the back of it. Lucas, are you telling me I'm going to be wet here in 15 minutes? everybody. Lucas says we have rain 15 minutes out. That's what's overhead. So y'all put your seatbelt on. We're gonna try plan B. Alright? Hopefully I don't fall down. Y'all come on, let's go for a ride. Here we go. Gotta get y'all moved, relocated. There's the old Southern Crescent City car that we were talking about. The Crescent City Pullman car. Coming up on the freight depot. Y'all hang on. We're going to go up the steps. Oops. That was a toe stubber. Woo. All right, everybody. I'm going to set you close to the edge for the moment. Gonna go get production 6 here on Rail Moments. There's the crossing where we were. I'm gonna go get the rest of the equipment. We'll set up under here and hopefully it doesn't blow under too far. And I'm gonna get production 6, y'all. So y'all sit here and keep track of things. I'll be right back. everybody. And Lucas, you're right. We got raindrops. Oh, I had a lot of work. All right, everyone. Hi again. Hey, everybody. I'm back. That was a little work. But we got everything moved, carted, situated, and up here. For those of you first time up on the porch, welcome to the freight depot in downtown Dalton, which is also the visitor center. You got disc golf. We got two 99 yard. Was it 99 yards or 99 feet? I think it's 99 yards. Longer than I can throw it. Guy gave it to me one time and said, try it. Aim for that. And I was over there on the other side of the fence. I said, nope. That's it for me. Now when a train goes by, the platform rumbles a little bit. So it's not me shaking. It's the ground moving. I did hear CT say that 371 CSX is ready for them. So I believe we have 371 coming. I'll give you a little bit of the lay of the land here. But everybody, thanks for being with us. I'm going to get caught up. See what everybody had to say. Lucas, Green Bean, thanks for keeping an eye on the weather. Breeze is coming from my right to the left. If it starts raining, I'll move y'all back, and hopefully we'll be back far enough not to get the rain coming in on us. Y'all been here many a time in the rain with me. Jesse and I was here one morning at 3 o'clock in the rain and the fog when we caught the Illinois Terminal and the Wabash together, I believe it was, at 3 in the morning. And boy, was it a foggy night. Woo! Saw it a couple more times that weekend. Casey even droned it going across 10 Bridge. So, I'm going to look at the signals, then we'll take a pan, and let's see what we got. Little chatter there on the scanner. We are red facing north. So, Crash, what do you got up your way? Hello, Andy. How are you, sir? I hope you're having a fantastically fun day. I'm catching my breath. We got everything moved up here real quick. We did get a couple raindrops in the process, so we're looking back at the crossing where we were. There's, like I said, the old Southern Pullman car, the Crescent City. The crossing where we were. And production 6 is right over there around the corner. This is a beautiful facility. Part of the platform to the south end. And like I said, we do have cars over on the CSX siding tonight. Those are the same cars that we saw last night. We were just on the other side of the bridge you're about to see. There's the old Manly Jail Works that we talk about so many times, right across on the other side of the yard from us. There's the CSX signal tower. When it gets a little darker, you're able to see the glow, but it's not dark enough yet.
One clear signal at northbound and here on southbound on main 1 NS371.
371 southbound clear north Dalton. Here we go, rail moments. We have a southbound NS. amigo. Hiccup! There's our guy again. NS370 ACE. Wow, CSX has been so quiet on the scanner. Not a peep. And there is the freight depot. And that's a look down where we were just undercover. Whoa! We did hear a horn.
No,
582. Looks like we got us a CSX. Look, do not hump. Kid, hurry up! It's got a do not hump! First car, track inspection! Mama Bear Kid! Hurry, hurry! And what a friendly train crew! CSXT 582, rolling north. That's pretty cool. Go, kid, go! That's a big old pill. Going across the diamond. right, Tara. Lucas on that train. Twice, 2 nights in a row, we've had Lucas on our train. Lucas, you've been a busy fella. All right, Green Bean or Lucas, weather update. We got gray clouds on both sides, in the middle, and on top of us. We have a nice cool breeze. The weeds are waving. What do we got coming at us, weather-wise? Those weeds have grown quite a bit this year. Good thing Jesse's not here. He'd be out weed trimming. Next time we shoot down there, we will have to weed trim, or you're going to get green beanstalks in your pictures. That wind is quite picked up tonight. There's our train over on the siding. I don't know if anybody managed to get pictures of Lucas there on that train. We finally got a CSX in the bag tonight, and he just kind of snuck up. There wasn't any rumors about him coming or anything. He just arrived. Great friendly crew. We got a great big wave. Do not hammer on sides of car. GPLX 75446. I saw a note out of the corner of my eye. IO-25 making his way south. Haven't heard him in the bird cam yet. Hello, Robert. How you feeling, sir? Hey, we have horns to the south. Well, that didn't sound good. Hey, Robert, what's for dinner tonight? As you all hear, we have sirens rolling through town. Well, while you can't, well, I don't think we can. Either the local coming our way or a second CSX train following the first one. Haven't heard anything on the scanner. Where we did move up on the deck undercover for a few sprinkles. So far it's still dark, windy, but we're not wet. Everybody, it's been a great night. We started off right out of the box. And then came the Southern, and one after the other since. Now don't forget, everybody. Oh! That kind of sounds like the local. What do you guys think? It's the local! Yepper, that's what it is. Well, it is my guess they'll be pushing back X set of cars. But again, I have been fooled before. Hello, ain't right. How's things in Kentucky? We're dodging a few raindrops here and there tonight. Kind of living on the edge. In the exciting town of Dalton, Georgia. Kid Outdoors, you did a fantastic job. You sprinted across there. Oh, you're fine. I am.
Got a car?
Sure. You a rail fan?
Yes, sir, I am.
You want to say hi to everybody? No?
Have you ever heard of shoestring?
I have.
I take them with 10, 15, 30 years hard. I hate it. That's like,
Yeah, sadness.
yeah.
You rail fan here a lot?
Sometimes I look at
I have. What should I stir that? I live up in Ringo. I do. I only have 3X or XL. IO 225 is on its way south. It's going past our camp up the Raceway. Got a second game. Oh, absolutely. Glad I made. And I'm Mike, by the way. It's Mike and Kate Jenks. Good to meet you. All right, for those of you watching the bird cam, IO 25 is coming south, passing the bird cam right now. So for those of you on the second live cam tonight, you can see IO 25 there. And in the meantime, we have the local, and we're going to guess he's in the process of hooking up at the other end. And there you just heard him say, bring it on. So let's listen to the scanner and see what their plans are for our cars over on the siding. This is a CSX yard, for those of you who've not been with us before. And Kid Outdoor, good job, sir. So let's listen and see what the plan is. I-025 is passing Graysville, going through Graysville currently. Graysville, basically 20 miles, 21 miles from where we are currently. So, let's listen and see what the plan is here. guy from Dalton said to tell y'all hi. He was a little bashful and didn't want to tell y'all hi in person, so he's rail fanning here with us. But he said to tell you all hi and just tell you he's the guy from Dalton and to tell you all hi. So he's off someplace watching trains. While I was with him, I-025 is now past Graysville coming south. The local L808 is probably in the process of hooking up to the other end where we saw last night on the cars across from us on the siding. We do have 2 scanners on. I'm listening to one here. We have another one there in front of you guys so you can hear it. And CT for NS just told a southbound, I believe, that CSX is ready for him. So we should have a southbound a southbound NS making his way through here that he's ready for. All right, sounds like they are hooking up. They're talking about slacking off, so let's listen to that communication, see what they're going to do with this train, and let's listen for our southbound. Yep, there they go. They just hooked.
Howdy, Kenny. I just knocked it back here and set him up.
That you did. One end of train device. Now hooked up and blinking. There goes the conductor. lights just came on, y'all. Everybody out getting a little exercise? Well, we know L808 can't go north right now, but I'm assuming since he put an EOT on, that is his plan to go north after IO25 passes. And in the meantime, it sounds as though we do have NS running south. Since our rain status is questionable, y'all put a seatbelt on. There's the Crescent City Tavern. And yes, we just went for another trip. And yes, you are a little crooked, but just give me a minute, we will fix that. Let me go ahead and get the scanners for us here. We may have to move just a tad. Hang on, y'all. For those of you listening to the scanner, they're letting IO25 know a homeless guy is along the track with a dog. So they're advising him. We do have horn. And we do have greenery in the way. But we're taking care of that problem real quick. All right, that's taken care of. All right, that takes care of that. Look at that, a lonely coil car. He must have got left behind somewhere. That was Warren. He said, tell y'all hi. And the Pensy is making his way north on the Atlanta North District line. All right, everybody. It is 8:37. We haven't gotten wet yet. And my guess is still L808 is going to take off and go north, which is unusual. And I'm going to guess he's going to make a night run to Waxahachie. Now, that's my guess, not saying that I'm right. So we hope the homeless guy with the dog gets a safe distance away from the track that was reported there to IO25, who's coming south. So kid, you should hear IO25, assuming he didn't get held up anywhere. Hey everybody, it's a picture moment. If y'all want to get pictures of the Southern, it's tied down currently by the soccer field. Kid, are you telling us we got a southbound that's gone past you? everybody, just a little update while we're waiting to see what happens with the local, where they put the EOT device on that train. Right now, if you are in the Chattanooga area, the Southern was just tied down at the south end by the fuel rack derail there by the soccer fields. And a railroad employee told Crash it would be there several hours. So if anybody wants pictures before it gets dark, you should be able to get, and it's quite a bit of lighting there, you should be able to go get some pictures at the soccer field of the Southern. And as I said, the Southern is tied down there at the derail right there by the soccer field. So everybody, you still got a little bit of time. And like I said, once all the yard lights come on and everything, there's a lot of lighting there. And the Southern's nice and clean. You can get some great shots of the Southern tonight. But he will be there for a couple hours, they said. I-025. The Pennsy, north of Decatur already by an hour. So the Pennsy will be coming through here, probably around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Kid's got I-025 coming south past him right now. 3 engines on the head end. Kid said tell y'all keep an eye on the second locomotive back. He's still deciding why, but he said make sure you do. All right, I think that gets us pretty set. We gotta get level though, my goodness. Hang on, my bad. There. Okay. 3 locomotives on the head end. A gift from Kid. All right. Hang on, y'all. 582 to go north. There goes L808 with the train cars, and I'm going to guess, since he just called north and he put an EOT on, kid, the local's coming your way, I believe. Kid, that's my guess. They put an EOT on that, and they wouldn't if they weren't going to go somewhere. So, I don't know if they're going to Waxahachie or they're going to you. I haven't heard where to, but he's called north. So, L808 on the roll with his EOT installed, so he definitely not switching back here. All right, everybody. And that is his horn that we hear. There are the CSX northbound lights. And there are the NS northbound lights. All right, we are going to start packing. I'll chat with y'all here in a moment. Here's what the depot looks like at night. How pretty is that? There's production 6 that we're loading. Putting up the antenna. All right, let me catch up. And I said, what a beautiful setting. The Dalton Freight Depot, also the Visitor Center, and it's two 99-foot disc golf setups here. Some of Sherman's neckties, take it up where they disrupted the South's transportation back in 1863. So I'm going to catch up with y'all, and then it's time to say good night. M582 with an old Mac leading. Crash, you have had a great night, haven't you? Kid? Okay, the local's going north, everybody. Crash, you made up for lost time. 3 times in one night, all kinds of pictures. Tony, you fell asleep on us, did you? That's because you had a long day. Hey, everybody. It's time for dinner. I want to thank each and every one of you for being on. Don't forget, a couple housekeeping things, y'all, before we go. And then we'll close with what you all practice on. Don't forget now, on Wednesday nights, my doctor has given me a couple ultimatums. So on Wednesday nights, it's healthy dinner night with Mrs. S, and then a mile-long walk. Doc says I need more exercise. Well, Doc says quite a few things, but that's just one of them. So on Wednesday night, I will not be live with you all. And that's the why. Because Doc says I gotta listen or pay the consequences. So, healthy dinners on Wednesday. Then a mile-long walk with Mrs. S. I'll be back with y'all on Thursday. I'm having dental work, about 4 or 5 hours of dental work, but to the best of my knowledge, I should be able to talk by the time I see you guys Thursday night. And in the meantime, keep sending those videos in, not more than 30 seconds. Catch of the week, something you saw exciting, locomotive that was used for a marshmallow roast, the do not hump car that we don't see very often, the track inspection unit that went through tonight, the Southern, so many things. There's 4 categories. Casey and I pick each, so a total of 8 get posted. We go live every Sunday at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. And favorite locomotive, favorite picture of the night, most artistic picture of the night, and best graffiti. And like I said, you don't need a $4,000 camera. Cell phones take fantastic pictures. You don't have to worry about doctoring them up and what have you. And Casey does it where I don't know who they are, and he tries not to, but since he pulls everything down. And then last week, that Sunday, which will be a week ago, on next Sunday, the 8 had one, and Casey then does a short on Monday that releases at 5 p.m. every Monday of the Sunday 8 choices. 1.9 thousand people looked at your guys' choices, or the choices that we commissioned. So 1.9 thousand folks looked at the Monday release a week ago. And then this Sunday, Casey did the same thing. We had 99 submissions. That's fantastic. Good job, y'all. And then he put that short up yesterday at 5 o'clock so y'all can see it. And if you've not watched Sunday night, Ray and Casey made me a song. So, Kid's having a birthday on the 17th, y'all, which is a Sunday. And we're going to call it a night with just a beautiful setting behind us. Oh my goodness. You couldn't pick a better place to rail fan here in Dalton. And it's August 5th, 2025, in the 70s, light breeze. We only got a few sprinkles. Thanks, Green Bean and Lucas, for watching the weather for me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got no scanner. We don't have a scanner. That's better. We don't have a scanner, but we got ears. We got one more train coming at us. Sounds like we got a southbound coming at us, and I'm going to assume it's NS since the local's going up. on the main. So we're going to catch it, and then once it goes by, we're going to practice that saying y'all work on every night. So get ready. We got one coming south right now here in Dalton before we cut the live. How pretty is this place? Gonna leave it kind of wide. Okay, there we go. Well, Taylor, I'm glad you made it. Everybody, I'm glad all of you made it. As our train rolls south, our last one of the night. 189 going south. Tony, there's your Pullman car. And yes, John, and all of you know, as soon as I say we are done for the night, there's always one more. But it's time for dinner. I've not had dinner. Doc says I gotta quit eating so late. Not doing a very good job of that tonight. So, we are wrapping it up. Our last southbound, headed that way. Taylor, I'm glad. I hope you got all those watermelons and all the harvest going well. Thanks there, Lucas, for the heads up. Okay. Thanks again, Lucas, for the heads up. Just check that out. Thank you. That's right. Next time we see you, we all want a Charleston Gray, because I hear they're awesome. Well, everybody, y'all have a good night. If you missed the beginning, the Southern, second train in tonight. 29F, oh, what a crew. You've got to watch the waves that we've got from that train crew. Watch the conductor side first, then the engineer side, and in the meantime, a horn salute from here, from North Dalton down to Phelps. All right, everybody, here it is, your turn. See y'all Thursday at the next crossing. Good job, y'all. And yes, the wings are fantastic over here at the Crescent City Tavern. John is absolutely right. That and the cheeseburgers. So there you go, everybody. All red on the top. And red over there. See y'all at the next crossing. Everybody be good. Taylor, keep harvesting while it's not raining. See y'all Thursday after the dentist.